In today's video, we are going to talk about a project I would call a real hidden gem in the DeFi space, especially for yield farmers. And yeah, I'm talking about BlockCentral, a project I'm now following since the beginning, almost a year ago when they had their launch in the mid of June 2023. And today we want to talk exactly about that. Also, of course, first about updates, what happened since I made my last video about this project. So let's get right into it with a look into their Discord, where they announced that since the migration, they burned an additional supply of 3.34% of their tokens, which is 2.5 million block tokens right around, which is again a very big chunk of the overall supply. Then we got another very interesting announcement, which is interesting for all that bought an NFT right from the beginning, the so-called BlockCentral Viking collection. And this was available for 600 US dollars in the beginning, and it already paid 75% in return over the last 11 months. So the projected APR here in this case is 82%, which is of course a great return for a yield farming NFT. You just hold on your wallet, you get passive rewards on it on a weekly basis, and you can add to your position or you can sell your tokens if you want to. Third thing I wanted to mention, because I asked today in their Discord if there are already any leaks regarding the returns from the yield farming portfolio for the month of May. But Patrick, the founder here in this case, said it was a slow month across the board, volume-wise. So he didn't give me any specific numbers. Those will be revealed in their next monthly update, which will happen on the 7th of June, so on Friday at 6 p.m. UTC time, where you can jump into their Discord and listen in yourself. It will be uploaded later on YouTube as well. And what he is stating here additionally is, despite being a slow month, the return was decent. So I expect another over 5% yield farming return for the month of May. If we take a look on the token performance, this was great over the month of May. We made over 50%, as you can see, if we take a look at the beginning of May here, where we were sitting at almost exactly 1 cent. And if we take a look at the current price, this is sitting at 1.5 cents. And this has, of course, mainly to do with the Ethereum spot ETFs being approved. They are, of course, not trading yet, but as the block token is paired here on the Polygon network with wrapped Ethereum, this gave the token a lot of dry powder to move up. And you have to keep in mind, these Ethereum spot ETFs are not even trading yet. So I think we can expect way higher prices in the future. We are talking about weeks, months, maybe it will start next year. We don't know yet. And this will be another catalyst for the block token price to go up, despite, of course, the fact that they are generating a lot of yield from their yield farming portfolio, in which we want to take a look at in a few moments. Because before, I have another statistic for you. And here I filtered for all sells in the last month, which were above or exactly at 150 US dollars in the block token. And there we just had sell pressure of roughly 12 to 13,000 US dollars. And if we compare that to the numbers which they generated in yield farming returns for the month of April, this is literally nothing and will be another price catalyst in the future. So as you might recognize by now, despite rallying 50% over the last 30 days, there was almost no sell pressure, also compared to the yield farming returns they had in April. This was, of course, the second best month with almost 41,000 US dollars compared to all the other months. The best month was in November, where they made over 9%. And I expect May to be at least over 5%, maybe in the 6 to 7% range, but we will know more soon once the monthly update happened. And this yield is generated by this portfolio. This is the DeFi fund allocation, which you can see here. The top bar are client funds, which didn't even work for the month of April. And those will be onboarded probably in June, maybe in July, also a topic for the monthly update. But below that position, you can see that some funds are in a trading allocation, roughly 11%. And all the other pairs are literally working with Ethereum, high caps, and blue chip altcoins, I would call them. So like Optimism, Pendle, Arbitrum. And we could now go through this whole list. And they also do airdrop farming here, for example, at Eigenlayer or other liquid restaking tokens, but that's just part of their yield farming strategy here. Now we talked a lot about the token, what might happen in the future, but I also want to mention, of course, the returns you can get by staking or providing the token as liquidity paired with Ethereum here on the Polygon network on the platform. And here, for example, you can see if you stake the token, you almost get a 20% APY. And if you put it in a pool paired up with wrapped Ethereum, you almost get 55% APY. And if you don't want your funds to be compounded, you can withdraw your profits on a daily basis and you still get around a 44% APR here in this case. What I did personally right after the migration, because they moved from Stasis Network over to BlockCentral, covered that in my last video if you want to know why and what happened there exactly. So I wanted full exposure to the block token, and that's why I have all my assets currently in the single staking pool. And as of right now, this was exactly the right strategy, because again, if we take a look on the token chart, we made 50% with that move. So the overall amount of funds I had in here moved up by 50% over the last 1 to 2 months. This is of course just a result for 2 months, so I will keep you updated how this will develop over time if the APY which we get in here will outpace the token price appreciation. Another topic which I want to talk about today are of course the tokenomics, because those are important as well. And currently we are sitting at a max total supply of almost exactly 72 million block tokens. We have 310 holders here, and the distribution looks exactly like we see down here. So the first three are of course smart contract wallets, we have the yield farming and staking pools, and we have liquidity. And we want to take a look into the 5 biggest holder wallets. So people that are currently holding the block token liquid on their wallets. Before we get into that, we want to take a look into the NFT distribution, which I already mentioned before. So there are currently 239 BlockCentral Viking NFTs out there, which are held by 56 wallets. The currently biggest wallet is this one, that's the team's wallet. They still have 50 NFTs over there, and they will potentially sell them in future promotions to the community. You can check that if you just jump on DBank, take a look into this wallet. This is the BlockCentral team wallet. And if you navigate to the NFT tab, this wallet is holding exactly 50 of those NFTs. Then we of course also want to take a look into the second biggest holder. Not sure if this is a team member as well. It's a very big wallet, a 8-figure wallet, which is currently generating yield with 34 of those NFTs. And then we have the third biggest holder, which has 13 of them. So let's dive now into the 5 biggest holders, which hold block tokens liquid on their wallet. So we are not talking about wallets that use their tokens for yield farming. And we want to start with the first one here, ending on A7B5. That's exactly this wallet here, a mid 6-figure portfolio. Has currently 2.6 million block tokens liquid on the wallet. It's not yield farming with it, at least on this wallet, but the person might do it on another wallet. The interesting thing about all these 5 wallets is that literally every of them is in the project since the beginning. So they all participated in the whole journey for formerly known Stasis Network, now known as BlockCentral. And they are not really selling any of their positions, which is very important. So the biggest wallets, also known as whales, stay loyal to the project and use their token for yield farming, or just hold them on their wallet because they know what's coming to this project. Let's dive into the second one. Another wallet in the 6-figure category, has some funds on the Polygon network here, 1.65 million block token, and is also not yield farming with them. Then the third biggest wallet is the team wallet here in this case. This wallet is holding 846,000 of those tokens. The fourth biggest wallet is the one I already mentioned before, which is also the second biggest NFT holder. If we don't count the team wallet, this is the biggest one. And this person is holding 770,000 tokens liquid on the wallet. And it's also yield farming with an even bigger portion here. You can see 120,000 US dollars. Split it 50-50 into both pools, so they have funds in the single staking as well, paired up with wrapped Ethereum. And the fifth biggest wallet is not that popular, almost a 5-figure portfolio, and currently holding 318,000 tokens liquid here, which could be sold immediately. So in terms of risk reward, I can just repeat myself. I think it's a very good play here in this case. Also for yield farmers, of course, for people that want to start yield farming, because you can see literally every single position in their portfolio. They have the weekly reports, they have the monthly reports, and you just have to come over to this dashboard where you can log into your funds. If you want to buy or sell a token, you can do it here with the trade section. So it's all on the Polygon network. You just need some funds to buy the block token, and you just want to swap it. And once you did that, you can supply your funds into the pools, whether you want to stake them to have full exposure to the token volatility, or if you want to earn higher yields and pair it up with Ethereum in a 50-50 ratio, you can also put it into the farming section here. And maybe you're also lucky to mint one of those NFTs in the future, which earn you weekly rewards, which you can then decide if you want to compound them or if you want to withdraw them and sell them immediately. Currently, as far as I know, there is no NFT listed on the marketplace. And this has, of course, a reason. Those NFTs are literally money printers and reward you with a lot of block tokens, which potentially in the future will be worth way more than as of right now. If you still have any questions about the protocol, I can recommend you to watch all the videos I did on it since the beginning and also join their Friday call where they reveal the monthly data for the month of May. If you don't want to miss future updates, you might just want to hit the subscribe button here on my channel. I do updates on this project every single month. If you like today's one, hit the like button. That's it. Thanks for watching and see you in my next one.